Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you all for coming out tonight for my first event in the Phoenix area with Impact Social Nights. This is the out-of-state version of Nevada Entrepreneurs, which are my primary events that are hosted in Las Vegas and Reno like I did 2 days ago. Yep. This is another military and first responder appreciation night based event, just like the theme was for Reno on Tuesday and Vegas last Tuesday. This is an event dedicated to giving back to our troops who have served us and our first responders in our communities. I mean, the local ones really matter too, like our firefighters, police, EMTs. So, very excited about that. $5 of each ticket tonight will be going to a veterans charity that Dave is affiliated with, local here to Arizona, and then the other $5 is going to a charity that the Better Business Bureau here is affiliated with that helps with entrepreneurs, and he'll be explaining a little bit about that towards the end. Woo! So, thank you, Eduardo, by the way. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Hell yeah. And let's give Dave a special thank you. I collaborated with him for this, and founder of Wicked Awesome Happy Hour. Thank you. Air Force veteran, thank you for your service as well. So, yes, I'm really excited to be here. The reason I chose tonight is because tomorrow I will be at a branding workshop that Travis Brady is hosting in downtown Phoenix that Dave is also part of, and that's actually how I met Dave. So when I originally planned an event to be today, I was looking at different breweries with patio spaces, but they were really exorbitantly expensive, and I wasn't sure I was even gonna generate what I would have had to pay for that. And so I was like, well, I know a veteran who's a really good events host here and very experienced and has a big community. Dave, are you up for it? And then he's like, yeah, I'm up for it. Let's make it wicked awesome. So we're making this wicked awesome. And very excited for that. So thank you all so much. Let's give yourselves a round of applause, by the way, for being here tonight. And also, the veterans in the crowd, can you stand up? And Dave, and we're going to be starting that before then with our sponsor DJ Labardi right over there, so thank you for being part of this event. Our vendor unfortunately had to leave early tonight because he has a fractured T11 vertebrae, so he's got
Any excuse. Any excuse. You still crying about that?
So he's got Valley of the Homefront magazine that he wanted to promote. And he just wants you guys, if you could look into it, if you want to check it out, get a magazine. He didn't really tell me what to say. He just got this flyer
It's
for
a
me.
veteran-owned, veteran-published, veteran article magazine for the East Valley that he's starting up.
Yeah, there you go. So
if you want a larger and louder voice, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, so that's one for the veterans too, so gotta thank Kevin George for making this article. The QR on the left is my Impact Social Nights Instagram page, so if you guys want more updates on future events I'm gonna be hosting out here, you can just scan the QR, be much appreciated.
Thousands of our brothers and sisters' lives lost. Countless innocent civilians terrorized, maimed, and killed. For what? As soon as we pulled out, the Taliban took over like we were never there. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the military-industrial complex. But it gets worse. After I got out of the Marines, I wanted to become a firefighter. But it didn't take long to realize the truth. 3% of the calls are actual fires. The vast majority of the calls are medical, and a significant majority of those are mental health in nature, ranging from drunks and addicts in the streets to suicides and overdoses in people's homes. Our country is sick, unhealthy, distracted, and disconnected. What the fuck were we fighting for? Had a number of brothers commit suicide. And then my best friend from the Marines died of a heroin overdose in 2016. And the last straw for me was that shooting in Vegas.
You are jamming
A young man
the hardest DJ on the planet.
sprayed down a bunch of country music concert goers.
Follow your favorite DJ on
I thought
Facebook.
I shot machine guns over there, so that wouldn't be happening here. So I had two options. I could check out, or I could follow that calling that was calling from deep within, that feeling that there had to be more to life than this. So I resigned from my childhood dream job. I took a one-way flight to Costa Rica. No real plans ever coming home, no roadmap, just fueled by faith. I went on a mission to uncover who I am and why I'm here. Backpacked around the world for 2 years. I had many revelations. I experienced a profound transformation. And I learned the truth. We were fighting for freedom. But not our freedom. Their freedom. Big media's freedom to pump us full of propaganda and lies. Big government's freedom to be bought out by corporate interests. Big banks' freedom to drive us into debt slavery. Big pharma's freedom to pump us full of poison and harm our children with no repercussions. Pfizer made $100 billion off COVID-19 vaccines in 2022 alone. During the pandemic, the top 1% gained $6.5 trillion in wealth, while 200,000 small business owners closed their doors. Where does that money come from? It comes from us. From the taxes we pay, from the money that's printed into existence. $100 billion bailed out the banks after the 2008 financial crisis. All right out of our pockets. But it doesn't have to be this way. In order for us to create real lasting freedom, there are 3 steps we must take. Number 1, you need to learn who the fuck you are. You're not a veteran. You're not just any of these labels that you've been given, any of these positions you've held, the traumas you've experienced. Before you do anything, you need to know who you are. Really. Step number 2, you need to connect that to something larger than yourself. And those of you in this room get this. Whether you're an entrepreneur or a veteran or a first responder, you've already made the decision. You're serving something larger than yourself. Follow that. And if you don't know what that is, find it. And step number 3, create. Create from that place. When you know who you are, you connect to something larger than yourself, and you go forward from that place. I dislike the word veterans. I don't hate it. Because being a veteran implies your work is done. The end of our contract was not the end of our service. It was the very beginning. So once you realize what you thought you were fighting for wasn't real or doesn't exist, it's important to shift, but not surrender. It's important to wake up, not pretend you don't know.
What you want, what you need. Gotta take all you get, my love, cause you know it don't come for free. Every little thing you want.
There's something really special about the people in this room. You've chosen to be here. You've chosen to create something.
Simple guy. It's funny how you finally feel like yourself when you finally let someone in and
That's
give
what we
you
gotta
some
do.
help. It's funny how you finally feel like yourself when you.
And if you are trying to find your place within all this, I'm hosting a workshop on Saturday that's going to help you remember who the fuck you are. It's going to help you connect with that thing that's larger than yourself. And it's going to help you create from that aligned place. If you're interested in that, come find me, or there's a code up here to scan. Otherwise, it's an honor to be up here in front of you. Thank you for receiving me. Thank you, Dylan and Dave.
Finally feel like yourself when you finally let someone in and give you some help. Hey, yeah, what you want, gotta get what you need. Better take all you get, my love, cause you know it don't come for free. Every little thing you want, every little thing you need. Keep it all for yourself, my love, cause it really don't matter to me.
51. All right. Shit, yeah. I don't know how much time I have, so I'm just gonna talk anyway.
It's potty time.
It's potty time right now. Let's give it up for Jesse again. Awesome. Amazing. Let's give it up for the guy with the best jacket in the joint. The rose jacket. Come on. And still serving in the Air Force. 18 years is a long ass time. I only did 4.5. So good for you. I actually still have some friends that are in. They're E9s. They've been E9s for probably a million years since I got out in 1998.
Programs that are for entrepreneurs, small business owners, access to capital. We partner with so many organizations that support those initiatives, and so look forward to being able to hear more. You can go to bbb.org and learn more about that. We have a podcast, we have a production studio, and all of this is to support you with your endeavors. And I mean, we're here. We're here not only in the community, but we're part of the community. So thank you so much.
So I want to thank Jessica for an extra contribution. I want to thank the vendor who had to leave early for the extra contribution. So Dave, if you could join me too, and let's all get on stage and talk a little more about this. So yes, Eduardo 300 is going to, what's the printout?
Yeah, it's FIELD is the Foundation for Education and Entrepreneurship Leadership that allows us to support our breakthrough program. I need that so I can tell my boss I actually was here.
The finest DJ in the mix.